Hello, so to create our sample quiz, click on the button Create Quiz rather than load an existing quiz. I'll call it Sample Quiz. And my instructions. Instructions must always be clear. And then we'll go on to the quiz questions. And the first question is a question on the sound file. So click on the sound, the audio file below, listen to it, then close the file. And what's the corresponding word in English? And it's a sound file that I'll take from my library. It's inside in this sample quiz folder, and it's a sound file here that I attach. And then I give the possible 4 answers. It's Das Auto, so I'm giving plausible answers here, or so they seem to me. The correct answer, of course, is car. Next possibility, a bus. And I'm going to give 4 choices in each case, so I've added response there to go from 3 to 4, and maybe driver might be another possibility. It defaults to make the first answer the correct one, so make sure you select the correct one. There's the first. I'm giving 4 questions, 1 mark for each, making them equal in importance. If you want to change that, you can always adjust the points allowed for grading here. Then we go on to add a new question, and this time, again, it's going to be multiple choice. This time it's going to be based on a graphic. So I'm selecting the question here. Add a file from the library. I'm asking them to calculate the slope of a line. So I go in here, and it's that picture there, portable network graphic. And the possible answers, 4/5, 5/4. I've looked at the question and I've come up with plausible, likely answers. Add a 4th, and the correct answer is the last one I'm putting in here, -5/4. That's the correct answer, so click on it, and again, it's getting 1 mark. And as you do them, it saves the changes. And now I'm going to move on to another question, question 3. This is video based, so they'll be looking at a video. Control C to copy. Go to my new question. Again, it's multiple choice. Again, there'll be 4. I'm adding a video file this time from my folder. This one here. It will take a little longer to attach. There we are. It's the fall of Saigon. It's a muted extract from a video that I've created. And the possible answers, the Cuban Missile Crisis. For me at the moment, my question here is going to be based on accounting. So I have quite a bit of text here to collect. Add a new question. Here's my question. And no need to add any link. And it's money answers here. I'm going to give them in ascending order. 100,000 is the correct answer. Add a response. And just change these guys slightly. 200,000. They're all plausible answers given the figures that I'm using. They're all products or sums of some other answer. The correct answer is 100,000 for working capital. That's it done. And now I am going to, once it has finished saving all the changes, I'm going to assign it. Those are my 4 questions. Okay, we've got it all. Assign. Now, I'm going to give them 2 days. So I say the 29th, and at 11:59 it defaults to. That's just before midnight. I wouldn't lock it after the due date because I would prefer to get work from my students rather than not, but it will show up as coming in late. The time limit we said was merely for 4 minutes. Now, depending what type of quiz one is doing, whether you're doing formative or summative assessment, you might or mightn't randomise the questions. It makes no difference in this case because the 4 questions of their nature are quite random. But if you wanted to minimise the possibility of your students communicating with each other, you would be as well off to randomise the questions. Of course, you will add the results to your gradebook, and of course, you would like to show the results to students on completion. If the quiz were more formative, if it was introducing a topic and you were doing things step by step, you might like to maintain your questions in some sort of sequence, in which case you would not take randomized questions. So I've all ready to go and assign my quiz to my class, which I'm doing now. The quiz has been successfully assigned now. It's all here, a summary for me. Got it. And we look down here, and there's my sample quiz that's due tomorrow at the end of the day. I hope that worked for you.